There's a lot I've seen that, buy $50 and you get a free whatever, free bag or free. I remember even years ago, like Victoria's Secret or like Ulta, they would say, "Oh, you get a free robe if you spend $75." Well, maybe the item I was getting was or the items I was getting was $50. I really didn't need to spend, an extra $25 because
Right.
you got a free gift. It's not free, you're still paying for it.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning, good
afternoon, good evening.
afternoon. Yeah, all of the above. But
Right.
hello to all of y'all. Here we are. It's kind of chilly out still, so trying to stay
Yes,
warm here.
definitely.
Yeah, we wanted to bring some stuff to you guys about Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals, and just kind of getting, has some budget things in mind and kind of just keep mentally of what you're spending and stuff like that. So we're just want to go over a couple of things.
So yeah, I mean, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, there's a lot of hype about it, obviously, because that's the best deals for the season, supposedly. I mean, there's a lot of other times there's really great deals, but I mean, there's a lot to it than just the deals and just like the pressures of the actual day. Like I remember many, many, many years ago, the Black Friday was just one day and it was actually on Black Friday. It wasn't
Yeah,
weeks before or anything like that. Like I remember being at grandma's house and going for Thanksgiving and then like mom and all of the girls we were all looking at the ads on Wednesday night for the next day and talking about, okay, well, we got to go to bed soon because we got to be up at 4 o'clock to be at the stores by 5 or 6. I don't remember what time, but I remember it was early. Um, that we would have to make sure, we were ready in lines for, and just like that was like a whole chaotic rush, a whole different way of shopping. As now it's so convenient, there's pickup online and pickup orders and all of that. So I feel like the rush is not as intense, I guess, as it was back then. Like a lot of people would be fighting for TVs and like crazy
yeah.
stuff, but like, and then
People get
now,
hurt at these.
oh yeah, I remember. I think it was like a Tickle Me Elmo or something that people were literally fist fighting over because there's limited quantities, and as soon as that door opened, people would just rush in, and it was insane. I mean,
I've never
I
been to
thought it
one.
was. I went one of the times with yeah, mom and Sue and Linda, I think, and when we went one time, and it was nuts. And then another time I went with Auntie Sarah, and then mom met us too. And it was more like there was a couple things that we wanted, but it was just insane just watching the people. Seriously, it was crazy.
Does
But so
do
like, huh?
the items, like the items that are listed for Black Friday specials, are the majority of that stuff? Um does the stuff really sell out that day?
Well, back then, I feel like it did. I don't know necessarily as much now, but I know like it was like limited quantities that each store got, like maybe a certain TV, a certain toy, or whatever it was. It sold out quickly, and that was it. So then,
Interesting.
like, yeah, I thought yeah, it was more of a rush back then for sure. Then when it started to change till like, at midnight the stores were opening instead,
Right.
and then on Thanksgiving, then I was like, okay, now this is getting a little too out of hand. Like it let the people enjoy their Thanksgiving. They can't even
Yeah,
enjoy it.
for
Like,
sure on that.
so it totally became, I think, too much because, yeah, the holiday became not a holiday anymore. And then, like, when I went into retail, like, we had to be there super early and to be prepare for it. So, yeah, it's become way more of a shopping like craze than it used to be, I think, because it's all about, oh, let's get the people in here as fast as we can, as early as we can to sell these items. So I mean, like it's crazy because yeah, it's like a lot of the people now are doing like pre Black Fridays, so that's even like a weeks before the actual Black Friday. At like pre Black Friday. I know some stores even had sales starting the beginning of November. And it's just like, okay, well, the whole month is a sale. Like the actual Black Friday day, I'm not sure is there's as many sales as it used to be. But this definitely creates like a lot more impulse buying because they will write on the ads or have signs saying, it's a 1 day only kind of sale, or well, supplies, limited supplies. So then that makes you want to hurry up and go to that store and make sure you get that item. If it's limited supplies, then you're probably don't necessarily need that item if you are going out to make sure that like you get that item. So it pushes you to make purchases that you might not necessarily need, or like there's a lot I've seen that buy $50 and you get a free whatever, free bag or free. I remember even years ago, like Victoria's Secret or like Ulta, they would say, "Oh, you get a free robe if you spend $75." Well, maybe the item I was getting was maybe or the items I was getting was $50. So I really didn't need to spend, an extra $25. But because you got a free gift, it's not free, you're still paying for it.
Yeah.
But it's
But how
just
much is
the
that robe though? If the robe's only $15, then why spend 25,
right, but it's all of like the marketing for them. Like they make you think you're saving it, you're getting a free gift when
Right.
you're really not, because you're spending this extra money that you didn't really need. Or they say while supplies last, like get this free item while supplies last. So that forces you to, okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and spend this extra money that I wasn't planning on it because I want that free item. And it might be something so dumb. I mean, I know I fell for it plenty of times when I would go Black Friday shopping at the malls. There was little bags, overnight bags, tote bags that I was like, "Oh, I need to have that then. It's free." And no, it just collected in my closet. I probably never even used it. So there's so much more like mental mindsets that they
Yeah.
really trick us into purchasing more than we actually need. So just because it's on sale doesn't mean you need to buy it.
Right.
You could even start putting stuff in your and your like Amazon cart, your Target cart, any of those carts online, and just kind of let it sit there and wait. And maybe when Black Friday actually comes, it might actually be on sale, or it might not. And you could even just let it sit there for a little bit longer and see if it does go on sale. And if it's something that you really, really, truly wanted, or you wanted to get for somebody, and if it's in your budget and it goes down a little bit, then you can get it. But just because it says it's on sale, it might go down more, or you might really not need that item. It's a lot of
Right.
just like mind games, I feel like.
Yeah, it really is. Something that I've done for a few years, especially when it's not buy tools. I buy tools all the time. So that's kind of my thing. Um, there's a like right now, there's a tool that I really want, and it's not that it's that it's really expensive. It's only like
Hmm.
30, 40 bucks, but I can't really justify buying the tool because I'm not going to use it all the time. It's kind of like a specialty thing, right? So
Hmm.
I've got it sitting, and right now I've actually had it sitting on my Amazon cart, and I'm like, if I still think I really want it, in 2 or 3, 4 weeks later, then I'll go ahead and get it. But I let it sit there, and because usually when you see something that you really want, not that you need,
Right.
come and you let it sit there a little bit, then you may not. It's like, I really don't need that. Instead of just
Yeah,
buy, in a spree. So
totally.
yeah, so it's kind
There's
of a
been
good thing,
plenty
like
of
you're
that.
saying. Yeah, just leave them sitting in your cart, and you might find out that you really don't need that. So
Or
think
you
about that.
might find a better price of something else, like for a gift for somebody else, and you might realize, oh, okay, I'm glad I didn't purchase that item that was more expensive because now I found something else anyway that
Right.
is more budget friendly, and it's going to work out better for you too. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
to try, it's hard because there's so much marketing and so much like brainwashing kind of thing to make you feel like you have to do that purchase because it's the best deal ever. But
It's
it
all the hype.
really, yes, yes. And like I said, like I feel like back then when those crazy ones, maybe the sales were actually true, maybe they weren't. I don't really know. But like yeah, it's the excitement and the hype of getting a deal. Whether the price might only be 10% off, but you still think, "Oh, I got a deal because, I'm paying 10% less." When
Right.
if you just try and like wait it out, it might be, up to 30%. So try to like, you block those impulses and just wait a little bit.
Yeah.
I know
You,
it's hard because some things really truly won't go back on sale. I've
right.
seen that
Like
where,
Apple products, that's a big one that, you don't see them on sale during other
yeah,
times. So,
yeah, there's a lot of different brands that you don't really see sales unless it's actually like one time, like the Black Friday or Cyber Monday. And that's the only time I've seen them on sale then. So I think if you know that, and that's something that you're really going to you made a budget for, then, you can go ahead and purchase those because, it's not going to go on sale again. But yeah, just try to keep them in your cart and see if it's really worth it. Or sometimes I've noticed like they'll have a buy one get one kind of thing.
hmm
And sometimes I do think, which they're not, companies are not supposed to, but they will increase the price because it makes you feel like, oh well, you're getting one for free, but they actually increase the first price. But those are kind of good for if you're going to be buying for multiple people. I feel like that's, it's a little bit of a discount that you can buy if it's, a candles, buy one, get one free. You can use that for two gifts if you wanted.
yeah.
So some of those kind of deals of a bundles, I think are worth it if the price is right. I mean,
Yeah.
if it's not a crazy difference, then no. But yeah, just kind of shop around. I mean, I feel like you can kind of use the internet too now to search for different items and see the prices and compare and see if that bundle is a really good deal. But yeah, I like a bundle for different people. The same, the same, not necessarily the same product, but maybe like candles, the same scents and stuff would be a good idea. I know there's like bundles of all different kinds of tools, flashlights, different
hmm
things like that too when I was in Home Depot. So, yeah, just kind of shop around
Yeah, I was
for
just
different
there
things.
Saturday, looking around, picking up a couple of things that I needed before this cold front came through. And they had a Milwaukee box cutter knife set, and it was like three of them in one package,
Mhm.
and it was like $20. I can't remember exactly what the price was, but it was inexpensive compared to buying them individually. And
Right.
I was like, well, shoot, I can get three of these and then have these for like buddies or stocking stuffers or whatever the case is. So that's kind of when you get deals like that, and
Right.
it's not a bad thing like that. So
Yeah, just even like, yeah, just the most random like chapsticks are come in a pack of five or whatever. Those
exactly.
are great stocking stuffers. I mean, it's the winter season. Everybody needs those, just
hmm
little hand sanitizers. Sometimes those come in bundles. So yeah, I try to look for those kind of things too, it might be little gifts, but they're practical, like, useful gifts though, too.
Yeah, we do a lot of, or I say, my wife is really big into the stocking stuffers.
Hmm.
She just loves her stockings. So I'll buy like a big old package of Tic Tacs,
Hmm.
or in a case box of planners, nut packages, and those are good. Like, you're gonna go out shopping, whatever, just take one in your purse or
Right. That's a good
whatever,
snack.
yeah,
Yeah.
lunch, whatever the case is. So we do a lot of stuff like that. And you're talking about like chapstick stuff. I mean, you can buy a lot of these items in a bulk package or a
Hmm.
bundle package and
Hmm.
spread it out through a couple different people. So it's not as big as a hit, but just
Exactly.
make sure that you guys are purchasing on stuff that's, that you can afford and put in your budget. One
Right.
thing I do want to bring up beyond the budget, and everybody may not be able to do this, but I recommend that you have a credit card that you like. I personally use either my Amazon Prime card or my Discover card, and I get points on Discover or on through Discover through Amazon, and that's what I use to buy all my Christmas gifts. So if you're going to be paying for it and you know for sure you can afford it, if you cannot afford it or it's not in your budget, don't put it on a credit card. Pay for it
Right.
cash so you don't have that bill later. But if you can and you can afford it and you're going to pay for it anyways out of your debit card, it's going to go out of your checking account, use a credit card. So you can get
Hmm.
points off the stuff that you're buying and get a little discount, especially if you're going to be buying stuff on Amazon. Use your Amazon Prime card because then you can get extra points back if you wait the extra day or two for delivery. They'll give you an extra percent or two for to wait for the package. And then like Apple, if you're going to buy Apple products, get the Apple credit card. And it's 0% interest for I think 12 months, if I'm not mistaken. And
Oh,
then
okay.
they give you a percentage a percentage back for using the Apple credit card. So kind of be smart about how you spend and what to use on to
Right.
purchase these items. You don't go in debt. So,
Right. No,
but
yeah,
yeah,
that's a great idea. Yeah.
and there's all kinds of great deals going on right now. Me being who I am, I like looking at tools and stuff like that. So, walking through walking through the Home Depot, they're the biggest Milwaukee, people. So
Right.
that's my preference.
That's your
But
toy store.
yes, my toy store, right? So they had some really cool deals. Like if you got, even if you're buying for somebody who's just bought their own home or get their first rental or, somebody who's single or, somebody doesn't have any tools, they have like a little 12-volt cordless drill. I mean, for inexpensive. And then you get like a free tool with it if you purchase that combo set. So look at that stuff. Matter of fact, I can probably go through it if Lisa wants to take over. I can, in the meantime, pull this.
Yeah. Um, yeah, there's so yeah, I mean, like practical gift like that, like yeah, even like a drill, like you might think, oh, that's not something I necessarily want, but it's a need for your home for things. It's a more practical gift for sure. Um, Everybody's going to need one at some point for their home or their rental home, whatever they're using. I think that's a great idea.
Yes, it's like the
Or
drill set at Home Depot right now that I was just
mhm.
telling you, the little 12-volt, and it's a hammer drill, so you can use it to put stuff in concrete too.
Okay.
Um, and it's $199 with the charger, two batteries, and the impact and a drill. So that's a pretty good deal. And they got DeWalt's and nail guns, the rigids, and washers and dryers and refrigerators, lawnmowers. Believe it or not, it's a good time to get that stuff on during this time of the year too, because they're not selling a bunch. So they actually get a little bigger deal on those right now. So that's a good one to have too. So
Right.
totes,
Yeah.
Christmas lights. Oh, you were talking about Christmas tree, right?
There's always a Christmas tree that is on sale for actual Black Friday. I know at Home Depot they have a lot of stuff already on sale.
$9 for a 6 foot five tree.
That one though is limited
It is.
quantities per store. That
It
one,
is.
each store only gets so many. So
It's
that one,
available now, and it is limited. So once they sell, that's it. They will not
yeah,
have
that's
any
all
more the rest of the year. My understanding, correct?
correct. So yeah,
Yeah,
that one is a limited
yeah.
supply thing.
This one has the light. It's festive pine LED pre-lit artificial Christmas tree with T9 lights for $50, 49.98. That's a super
That's a
deal.
steal. Yeah, that's a steal for sure. That one, oh,
Batteries.
always people would be in there like right away trying to get
Hmm.
that tree, and it would sell so fast. But that's the a great deal.
Yes, this is a good time to be looking at stuff like that. Walmart's got some pretty good ones as well. If you're looking through them, buy stuff through them. But they got like the Cricut three bundle um, printer thing,
Hmm.
$197. It's like a $400 machine. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
a good
half
deal.
off. Yeah. The Dyson vacuums. I really don't care for Dyson, but they got those.
Yeah.
729 is normally. It's got it for $400. So yeah, just look for your deals and just get the stuff that you need. Don't get other things that you don't need, or you don't have the budget for. And remember that
Right.
if you don't have the budget and you want to give something to somebody, but you don't have the money or you don't have it in your budget to do it, a simple little letter or a phone call really is really all it takes.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
True.
thinking about you. I didn't have it in my budget. I got things going on, whatever the case is. But just want to let you know that I'm thinking about you and I'm glad to have you as a friend and whatever the case is. It's all it really takes. It doesn't take a whole bunch, or even make something. Make them a dozen of cookies or something. You don't have to, but people understand, especially if they're true friends. People understand.
Yeah, they're not going to judge you or, make you feel bad that you can't afford it. Like you said, if they're real, true family or true friends, they're not going to make you feel bad. But yeah, like handmade things are a great idea, or yeah, baking something. I know in the past I've made candles, and I could make a bunch for many people with a limited, just a small supplies, and it really didn't cost that much to buy the products and then to make them for. I had it, I think, for like six different people I was able to make these things for, or candle holders. I mean, if you're into like crocheting or knitting, you can make people like hats or scarves, or little things like that. You can even make ornaments for fairly cheap too. I've seen plenty of times on like TikTok or Pinterest and all that stuff, budget friendly gifts that you can make, that you can get things from the Dollar Tree, the supplies there, and you can make quite a few things for people. And sometimes I think that's even better because, yeah, as we love like items and we like things, but if you sat there and made me something, you spent time and actually crafted me something or wrote me something, that's going to mean a lot more than, a new purse, a new shoes, or a new shirt, or any of that kind of stuff, because that's something that you actually took time and, did it on your own, not just go to the store.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. I had a
but it,
letter that my son wrote me for my birthday.
mm,
He actually physically wrote it out. And it hasn't been that long ago. And I was going through cleaning out closets and bedrooms and office and stuff.
mhm,
And I ran into this letter and I'm like, oh my God, this is so nice. And,
right,
and I still have it and it still brings me joy. So,
right.
that's nice to have stuff like that.
Exactly. Or yeah, just like then, or making an ornament, you can do that so easily. And then, every year when people go to put them on their tree, they remember that. Or, it could be something that's a handmade by a child too. So then as they get older, you could see like, oh, wow, that was your handprint when you were, 2 and now you're 7. And, I still put this on my tree. Those kind of things are, important, because then it makes the person that made it feel, important when they see it. And then the person that puts it up on the tree remembers it every year, like, oh, they made this for me and it's special.
Right.
So, yeah, there's tons of handmade things you can make depending on the people that you are purchasing for, or wanting to purchase for. So I mean, a lot of like my friends are Pinterest and TikTok when I'm looking for gift ideas for stuff that are inexpensive and things that I can make. I like to do crafting stuff, so like that's fun for me if I get to make that kind of stuff. I get more excited, I think, and then I want to make sure it looks awesome for whoever I'm gifting it to. So I like that. But I mean, sometimes, it is nice to give, if you can, give a gift too. But I know a lot of people are not wanting gift cards or not liking to give a gift card because there's not anything to open. And I
Right.
understand that, but sometimes it's more practical. It's I mean, a better gift because you are going to spend money than going to your favorite restaurant or your favorite store or gas. Like, our oldest boy, he drives. So, like last year, get gas gift cards for
Oh
Christmas
yeah, for sure, right?
because he's a teenage boy, he's going to be driving all everywhere, and we were like, well, he's going to need money to spend on, he's going to spend his money anyway on gas, so might as well just help him out, with a few tanks here and there. And like,
Right.
he was so thankful for it because as we all hate to pay for gas and we all
Yeah.
need it. So like, or even, a fast food restaurant, that somebody might go to a lot, or a favorite restaurant, even if it's maybe only $15 for that restaurant or whatever. But then that person can use that gift card to buy an appetizer or a dessert or whatever. It might not necessarily cover the whole meal for that place, but at least it's one free item basically
Hmm.
for that. So I mean, yeah, I know a lot of people don't like them or give them, but I think sometimes it's almost better. So then
Yeah,
also you
I
can
agree.
get what you want. So you might pick out something at a store, a shirt or earrings or jewelry or something that you think somebody might like, but then they get it and then they really don't. So then they're stuck with that item and you think you did a great job and then they don't really like it.
Hmm.
So I mean, I try to typically give gift receipts if I can, but I think if they like a certain store, then they can just get whatever products that they like on
Right.
their own for that store. So I do that a lot. Or if I do a gift card, I'll do like a little mini soap or little mini something else to go with it. So they're still getting a gift, like,
Right.
not just a gift card, but I think it's a better way just so, and it's budget friendly too because you could decide how much you want to give on the gift card. You can go, I think,
Hmm.
from low as $5 to 200. It depends on the gift card itself of what place you're going for. But I think that's a budget friendly, and you can specialize it on whoever that person is. If they like sporting stuff, gifts, or sports stuff, golf, whatever, you can get a Dick's card or a specialty store on whatever they really truly like.
Yeah, for sure. Have you seen, speaking about gift cards, have you seen like if you go to like Costco, I think Costco or Sam's, if not both, they have like Southwest cards and like
Oh no.
$500 gift card for Southwest. You only paid like 400 or 450 for it. So it's actually less than what the face value is.
Oh, wow.
So if you're gonna give someone who's traveling or whatever the gift card is, it's usually less.
Hmm.
So that's another way to save money on if you're going to give a gift card, but give them a bigger gift. So
Right. I think, I don't know if it was Costco or Sam's, but I know I have seen two gift card packs. So you pay like a less price and you can get like four gift cards of the same
hmm.
place.
Hmm.
So I mean, that's another, bundle pack that you can do for multiple people
Right.
as
Yeah, we did
well.
that last year, I think, because you can do the Visa thing, the same thing. It was like um, pay two pay 200, only pay 150, or to $200 gift card, only pay 150 or something like that for.
Right.
But yeah, we did that last year for our son, I think. So,
Yeah, that's
'cause-
a good idea.
mhm. So you can do those. But yeah, I mean, to me, I'd rather give somebody a gift card
Hmm.
than buy them something for the simple fact that you like you said, if they want sports stuff or travel stuff or a special store, but you don't know what they want from that special store, buy them get them a gift card so they can buy what they want. And I found that with even buying stuff for like your spouses or boyfriend, girlfriend, so you can buy them buy them items too, but then you may still have a couple dollars left in your budget for that person. Get them a gift card for the store that they like. They can finish off and get what they want.
Right. Totally. Or even like I know a teacher gift, like I usually give Jackson's teachers, a gift and but a lot of times it is a gift card because they also spend money, their own money on things for the classrooms. So typically like I will do like an Amazon gift card or a Target gift card because that's something that they can use for their family. Like if they want to use it on groceries, they could use it on groceries. If they want to use it for themselves, they can. Or if they want to put it back into the classroom, like it's their choice. But teacher gifts, I think, are huge, or if you can. But I definitely think that that's, a good idea too, because that you can literally use it for whatever you need.
Right.
Um, yeah, groceries, I mean, the people aren't going to know what you purchased. So you're just giving the gift card and whatever they get is up to them.
Right. That's for sure. Like, I like working on my Mustang and on my truck and stuff. So
Mm,
I always tell my wife, I'm like, hey, if you're going to get me something, get me a gift card for like these places. I can buy
right.
car parts or tools, whatever the case is. That's usually
Mhm.
what I prefer.
Right.
A couple of nice shirts or clothing or some sort is nice too. Um, Anything's nice and really appreciative. But
Right.
so yeah, if you just want to fill up your budget, what you have for that person, a gift card to these places or whatever is nice too. So
Right.
that's a
I
good way to do
definitely
it.
agree.
I don't know I was looking it up what people spend for like a family of four
Hmm.
of what their budget is, what the average is. And I find it hard to believe because the what I found was $750 to $1,200. I find that
Yikes.
hard to believe because when you think about it, there's not very much you can buy for a family of four for $1,000.
No.
So I don't know if those numbers are really true numbers or not, but I'm really curious what an average family spends. As I know, I right now I have probably I want to say $900 of credit dollars back from using my credit cards,
Hmm.
and that's all I'm going to spend. But I'm really just buying stuff for my wife and my son and a couple other people and this and that. But it's not like like I'm spending $200 or $300 on a purchase. I know, like with boys, right, with the game consoles and stuff and the
I
games,
was gonna
those things. See,
say,
those things are expensive.
yeah, because like it's sure, like Jackson's young, so toys and toys are and puzzles and all that stuff are on the lower end. So like, we could get him, you know, 10 gifts, let's just say, but they're more a lot less expensive. But yeah, as you get I feel like as the older the kids get, their gifts are getting more expensive. It's like, whoa, one gift is, $50 or one of the games, a video game is 50 something dollars or even up to $60 now. I don't even know. But yeah, it's crazy, and then you want everybody to get, a, a couple to open. And then it's like, whoa, that's a whole bunch. That's a lot of money for, three gifts. And as the older the kids get, their gifts are more expensive, whether it's shoes, gaming things, you
Yeah,
know.
as a pair of gym shoes is an easy $100, if not 200.
Hmm.
For the nicer high ender stuff.
Well, even ones that are not like super, crazy, they're still, yeah, at least $100 for a nice pair of shoes that's not super trendy, but still
Right.
it's yeah, $100. So yeah, it's pretty crazy how expensive the older you get, the more expensive your things are. I mean, I even remember that as, growing up, I wanted, different lotions or different makeup and that kind of stuff. And mom would be like, wow, that's, okay, well, put it on your list and you'll see what you get.
Right.
But, yeah, it's not, the Barbie that was $5 or, that kind of stuff it's a lot easier to shop then too because there's more choices and more choices. And now it's just like, you want what?
Yeah.
What am I going to tell people to get you then? Because that's a lot.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I've even asked like a couple of days ago, I asked my wife, I go, you haven't sent me your Christmas list yet. And don't wait till the last minute. And I've asked my son, say, I'm like, hey, what do you guys want?
Right.
And he's like, well, no, don't get me nothing. Don't get me nothing. I'm like, oh, you're not going to go through Christmas without getting something. Even if
Right.
it's a bag of coal, you're going to get something. So, yeah, it's nice to be able to have, especially if you are smart about it and
Hmm.
you plan, January 1st, like this year, I'm going to be really, cautious on what I spend and be budget friendly
Hmm.
and use, budget friendly tools like a credit card that you can get points off or whatever case is. If you do that, by the end of the year, when you have a list or things you want to buy, if your budget, then it makes it so much easier to have that budget by the first of the year and you're already spending. And then, come Christmas time, you can use that money that you had already budgeted for it. And it's, you continue that cycle and it just kind of becomes natural
Right.
to do that. I remember way back in the day, we used to go out to eat, 2 times a week, right?
Hmm.
And then I traveled, so I would eat out like every day. And the first thing I wanted to do is go home and eat home. But then I get
Right.
home, my wife's like, "Oh, where are we gonna go out to eat?" And I'm like, oh, "I really don't want to go anywhere."
Right.
But you start doing that, and here recently, we go out like maybe once, if not twice a month, and that's it. At least once we'll go, and you'll be
Hmm.
surprised how much you save on stuff like that too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and you just put that money into your Christmas fund or your vacation fund or even your retirement fund. Whatever is left over, you put it in there.
Right. Yeah.
So kind of
Definitely.
being,
There's different ways that you can, yeah, save for, the holiday time. Definitely. There's even a bunch of apps. I know, I think Rocket Money is one of
Mhm,
those. Not sponsored, but like that one. I think you go in there and you put in your information, whatever, and then they'll even show you how much money you're spending by. They'll break it down to different categories,
mhm,
and it'll even show you what you're subscribed to. So you might be subscribed to Hulu like twice on accident. So you might be paying, double or any of those, you sign up and then you sign up again on accident for any of those kind of streaming things. So like those are helpful to see
yeah,
what you're actually spending on and break it down so you're able to make it more budget friendly for, the holiday time or
mhm,
yeah, for vacations or whatever it is that you want. So
yeah,
definitely try to pay attention to those as well.
yeah, for sure. I mean, you think about it, if you can save $100 on just like subscription stuff that you're not using anymore or whatever,
Hmm.
um, I was telling my wife, I'm like, we can use this money to put in our vacation fund.
Yeah.
Instead of going out to eat, we're not going to create a memory out of it, or just you go out to eat and that's it. But if you put that money into a vacation thing, then you create a memory. So that's kind of cool too. But yeah, there's all kinds of different ways to budget friendly
Hmm.
and have an easier, not so much expense for the holiday season for Christmas
Right.
shopping for us.
Definitely.
Yeah. So just look out, look at the good deals, find some, there is some good deals out there. I'm not saying
Right.
there's not, but like we were saying earlier that, um, if it says, buy these 2 or 3 items and you get this, like Lisa was saying, this robe for free, but I mean, the robe may only be $10. So don't buy the extra third thing if you don't need to and just buy the robe. So,
Right. I still have the robe, by the way, that I got for free, but I do use it.
well,
But
that's good.
But yeah, I mean, not necessarily, yeah, just because of it's a buy one free item, don't get sucked into that thing that you're not going to use. The word doorbuster is also like a word that they use. So, you get there by 7 a.m. and you can get this item for this price.
Um,
It pushes you to get those more deals too. So, there's a lot of words that they use to
I
trick
didn't
our
realize
brains.
that it was like, I mean, I see it. I see the specials, right? I see it on TV ads and all this. I think Amazon starting theirs on the 20th for their Black Friday stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
Amazon is the 20th, yeah. But yeah,
So,
like the word doorbuster, I think is funny because this, I think, I feel like it's more from back when it was actual Black Friday, because people would be like busting in the door to
Right,
get that
right.
item, but they call them doorbusters. So yeah, but if you have to get there by a certain time, then you get this doorbuster for this price, or you get it free. But I mean, you are depending on what you're really going to do. If you really want to spend that extra money on that item, probably not.
Yeah, right.
It's not the smartest choice, but I mean, sometimes it just makes you feel like you're doing. I mean, it's a retail therapy. People love it, so
Right, right.
it gives you like a high in a way too. So,
So, are you one of the ones that would prefer to order something, or would you rather go to the store?
well, I mean, it depends what the items are, but I mean, since I had always worked, I didn't really get a chance to do Black Friday shopping. So to me, the thought of being I mean, I've been in the retail side, so I saw like the people and all the crowds and stuff, and that's not really my thing. So if I could purchase it online and it's going to be shipped to my house, I'd much rather do that.
Yeah, I'm the
Then
same way.
plus then because I get tricked too, just like all the things I said to watch out for. If I'm walking in the store and I say, "Oh, that's could be on sale too." If at least if I'm buying it online, I'm getting the items that I actually am needing and not seeing
The extras.
other items that are not necessarily needed,
Yeah,
but they're on sale supposedly. So yeah, I typically I do a lot of online ordering, and our neighbors always make us fun of us, like, "Oh, there's the truck again." I'm like, well, sometimes it's just easier, and sometimes for Amazon, there's free shipping and all of that too.
that you don't
So
have to take a chance of getting stabbed. The sad part about it is just all the fighting for silly sales stuff is just crazy, and I just I'd rather just order it. And
yeah,
actually, just read an article not too long ago of people that go to the store and purchase items
hmm
end up spending 20% more than the ones that online order.
I believe that 100% because, like, I just gave that example.
Yeah,
I have done that, and even like let's just say a Costco trip. We go in there for toilet paper, water, whatever, like 3 items, and then we come out and it's like, oh,
seven.
we have 10.
Yep.
So, it's so easy to do because where our brains are just programmed that way when we see something or we see it, oh, it's on sale, that we just must get it right then and there.
I blame mom
So,
because she's like, "Oh, it's a sale, so we can save." And I'm like, "Hmm." Now I look at it, I'm like, "Wait, yo." But even just order the stuff, and I'm going back. My wife, when I was at work, she would call me and say, "Hey, on your way home, can you stop and get this?" She don't want to go out; it's raining or cold, whatever. And I'm like, "Oh
right.
yeah, no problem." Then it goes ding, the light bulb goes off in my head. I'm like, I'm not gonna stop either. I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and order it and have it delivered. So I'll just get whatever she asked me for to pick up. I'll just go ahead and just place an order and have it for delivery. I don't have to
Well,
worry
yeah,
about
that's
it.
the convenience that it is now, too.
Yeah, you know, I try to do a lot. But there's so much craziness at the stores, right?
Yeah.
That it just I'd rather just not deal with the knuckleheads out there to do it.
Yeah, sometimes yeah, I see that. I like to go sometimes though for certain things. I like to go and get myself.
Right.
But yeah, other times I've done plenty of pickup orders for groceries too. So,
So is the Black Friday deals? So if there's a like the Christmas tree we were talking about at Home Depot, right? Can
mhm.
that be ordered?
Online. Yeah, see
Yeah,
some of those items they
or in
can't
store
be.
only, right?
Yeah, it
That's what.
depends. They usually will have it like in small print of whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a new viral Santa with some reindeers that I think it's like 9 feet long. It's huge. And those are already going before Black Friday even started because people have seen it on TikTok. So they're already just going and getting. But those you can order those online. But
Interesting.
yeah, those trees on that day, I actually don't I think it's just in store only.
Yeah, when I was there
Yeah.
Saturday at Home Depot, area where they have like the Christmas stuff, right?
Hmm.
There was like pallets down the middle of the aisle of Christmas stuff, but where they had like the decorations all up. I mean, it literally looked like a freaking hurricane went through there. I'm like, what is happening? So it was kind of, I can't imagine being there on a Black Friday and dealing with all these people.
It's fun. I thought it was fun working that just to see the craze of people and how excited they get. I remember there's like a certain poinsettia that's on sale only on Black Friday. And it's a really good price. I don't know the actual price right now because, it changes year to year, but that
Let's see.
everybody would be coming in and where's the poinsettia? And I'd just be like, up, down that way. Or, just oh, nope, sorry, we're all out already. Already? It's only 8 o'clock. I'm like, sorry, it's gone. But it was funny just to see the craze of that. And then by after like maybe even 8 o'clock, then it would slow down and just be normal customers again. And because those big ticket items are limited quantity, so it'd be kind of dead in there. But it would be funny to see just all of a sudden all these people in line and just a little craze of it would be fun. I think, and I worked in the mall, seeing all the rush there definitely was crazy because, all of the stores were insane during the mall, working in the mall versus the retail or versus like Home Depot. There was a big differences on Black Friday, but I thought it was fun to watch. I liked being on that end as opposed to being a customer dealing with all the lines and all of the people. But definitely that day, you definitely had to make sure you had your patience too to deal with the people that are crabby and upset that you ran out of the item because it was your fault that you ran out of the item. So
Wow, it's like if you would have got up a little bit earlier, you would have got the item, right?
yeah, it's definitely a test patience kind of day, but it was fun because then it's like official start off to the holiday, like the next holiday, the Christmas time, because that's when people start having holiday music in the stores and start their decorations and are excited for the Christmas time.
Yeah, I just looked
So
for the point to see if they had the poinsettia on their sales for Black Friday. I didn't see it, so
I was gonna say they won't. I don't think they'll post it until the right before.
right, probably so. I was just curious to see what they go for. They are beautiful.
Yeah. I mean,
My
it's a
father-in-law
smaller
is like a
one, but
my father-in-law. He's like a master of keeping those things just beautiful all year long.
those are so pretty though.
Hmm. Yeah, they're really nice. And then we got Cyber Monday, right?
Yeah, that's a whole more
Right,
extra day.
right. So that's kind of. I remember a couple years ago, my wife needed or not needed, but she wanted a new tablet, and I was like, well, I'll look on, see what they got going on for Cyber Monday. And really, they had some good stuff on there, but I went straight to the manufacturer and see what they had, and it was a really good deal. So for Cyber Monday, um, we both used to be Android people, so
Right.
but now I'm the Apple guy, and then she's the Android girl, and mostly because she doesn't want to just learn a new app or software type stuff.
Right.
But and I
That
get it. It's like
makes
whatever
that
works.
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, but and then she just like I said, we just got her that tablet, so I'm like, well, we'll just wait until she needs a new phone, and we'll just get it everything at one time, and then she'll
Right.
have to learn it. So, and I'm still learning it too, so I'm not
Oh
like.
yeah. Same. I'm still learning too.
But yeah, they got some killer deals for Cyber Monday. I was noticing, um, like it, it's amazing what they have going on. Um, so Cyber Monday is like Menards has got a big thing, Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's, Costco, and then obviously Amazon. But from my understanding, Cyber Monday is more like I mean, it's everything, but it's just all online deals.
Yeah.
The majority is all online deals. And back in the past, Cyber Monday was really the majority of the deals you found were electronics, cyber, electronic
Mm,
stuff. So um, that was kind of cool. That, you can they had it specified like that. So
just for that. But yeah,
yeah,
now it's
it's like
everything
yeah, cyber is like anything online. So
online, right?
which I mean, I don't think there's anything in the world that you cannot buy online. Um, I know
Yeah.
you can buy cars online, you can buy coffins online.
Oh,
I
jeez.
mean, you could buy food, dogs, cats. I
This
mean,
is true. Yeah, you can literally buy anything you
yeah,
need.
you could buy anything. I mean, you could buy real estate online. Nashville had a big crisis thing with the people who were moving here, so there
Hmm.
were the inventory of homes was very little,
Hmm.
and people. And I know a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, he's a real estate agent, and he would take people out. And some people wouldn't even come to Nashville to buy houses, and they were from California, and he would go to the house and show them, and they're like, okay, we'll buy it, but they would buy like two or three houses, and then they would move here or come visit and go look at all of them, and then once they got here or they went that or right away, they would go, okay, we'll sell the other two, and we'll keep this one, so
Wow,
they wouldn't miss out on buying a house.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so imagine, I'm sure it's coming to where you can, like a whole Cyber Monday, Black Friday on house specials.
God, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised in the future if they did have that.
Yeah, yeah, do that. Look around for good deals. They're out there. Don't just, unless you just want to get out and deal with the people, but make sure you have your patience and eat something. Make sure you got some liquids with you.
Yeah,
Just you don't want to get hangry
no
when
hangry.
when you're out there. So
Totally.
yeah, have that stuff ready with you. If you want to get out there and shop around and see what kind of deals are out there, I mean, it's cool to get out there and just really get out there and people watch. Is probably pretty cool.
Definitely.
you
That
know,
would be a fun one. Maybe I'll take Jackson and we'll go people watch
yeah,
on Black Friday.
yeah. So it's kind of that would be neat. But if you really know what you want to get, look to see where those location or where those items is the best location to buy them. So.
Yeah, research that item and see what stores are really going to have the best prices.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, don't impulse shop in case there a lot of times too right before Christmas there's a lot of sales too then, so like I said, put it in the cart and just wait on it if it's something you really really want or need, or
Mhm.
then get it. But yeah, just because it's on sale doesn't mean you have to buy it, even
Yeah,
though it's
like
hard.
if you're going to buy a TV too, this is kind of interesting. If you're going to buy a TV for on Black Friday or Cyber Monday,
Hmm.
and it's not going to be a Christmas gift, this is going to be just for you or
For
whatever,
you,
or
right?
you want wait till Super Bowl. They have the best TV specials during that time.
Good to know.
Yeah, I actually ordered ours, the one back here for our theater room, right before Super Bowl,
Hmm.
directly from Samsung,
Hmm.
and it was here in a couple of days. Yeah, it was like super cheap. By buy it during that time if you're going to buy that kind of stuff. And if you're going to get like computers and stuff like that, you can usually do it right before school starts. Most states have tax-free weekends for people
Oh
going back
yeah,
to school.
some do, some
Yeah,
do. Yeah, we don't, but
yeah, I don't do that.
no.
Yeah, so we do that here, and they don't have no taxes on it, and things are a lot cheaper than too. Um,
Yeah.
just kind of think about how what you're going to buy. When do you really need it by,
Hmm.
or when do you really want it by? And if you can do that, buy it during those times, you can save yourself some more money. So just kind of think about that.
Right.
You don't have to
Yeah.
necessarily buy it during Black Friday or Cyber Monday deals. So
Right. Yeah. Just make a list, and like, yeah, the top things are the ones that you actually really want towards the bottom. Put the things that you could live without a little bit longer, not necessarily a need, it's more of a want. So just kind of do that and shop around,
Yep.
enjoy the Thanksgiving and all the yummy food and getting ready for Christmas time.
Oh, yummy, yummy food. Gonna have some cornbread dressing. I can't wait. If you want to take it a step further and you really are like seriously thinking that, hey, I really need to start budgeting and budgeting correctly, set
Mhm.
yourself up a spreadsheet. Like, what are you going to spend per person? And just set that spreadsheet up. Every phone, and like everybody has a cell phone now, whether you're not um, very well off, but even if you're poor, everybody has a cell phone. It's just, if you have a driver's license, you most likely got a cell phone. Is what it comes down to. Um, but every phone has some kind of spreadsheet. You can get Google Sheets. You can get either Word or Microsoft or Apple. They all have a spreadsheet on there. Use that spreadsheet. You got it with you. So when you go shopping, you can say, hey, this is what I'm going to buy. This is what I'm going to spend on this person, and
Mhm.
stick to that.
Right.
And if you want, just so you have a reason to stick to that, right? At the very bottom of that spreadsheet, put $100 for you or whatever amount, right? And if you go over on a certain person, it's got to come out of your money, out of your
Mm.
$100 or whatever you put in there, and
Yeah,
it goes to
that's a good
that.
idea.
And then if you stick with it or you spend less, then you add it to yours.
Right. Well, that's a good idea. Way to put it.
Yeah, just make it so you have to pay a consequence basically if you spend more.
Over. Right.
So think about it that way. It's a good way to do it and stay within your budgets.
Correct.
So I think that pretty much covered our what we were
Yeah.
wanting to talk about, and let you all know. And we are going to be getting ready for Thanksgiving,
Yeah. All the yummy food.
the yummy food. So be how would you say, be mindful of other people's feelings or what they're going through during this time, because holidays are a little bit extra harder on certain people. So
Hmm.
kind of be mindful of that. And please don't drink and drive. If you are, have somebody with you. So go with that. And if you're flying, just patience. Get there
Yes.
early. Get there early. So it's kind of one of them things. Okay.
Yeah. All right, everybody. You guys have a good Thanksgiving and have happy shopping if you choose to do so.
Happy Thanksgiving and happy shopping, and
Mm.
or whatever you want to do. Kick back by the fireplace and watch some football, whatever he says,
Movies,
movies. Yeah.
football, whatever you want to, whatever
Eat.
you choose to do. Have a happy Thanksgiving and enjoy your time with your family, loved ones, wherever you are.
And God bless every one of y'all. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and share the wonderful podcasters, Two Voices, One Life.
Yep.
Bye.
See you next Wednesday. Thank you guys for always supporting our show. Please subscribe and review on Apple Podcasts. Follow and rate on Spotify or subscribe on YouTube. Two Voices, One Life Podcast. That's the number 2 Voices, One Life Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and TikTok. That's 2V1 Life Podcast. Also, our Facebook, Two Voices, One Life Podcast. We hope you guys have a great week and catch the new episode next Wednesday. Bye.